Excitel is 2.5, 3-year-old organization where we are in specifically broadband industry, but our section of broadband is wireline broadband. We have started our operations in Delhi NCR, then we moved on to Hyderabad as well, and we are now around 1,000 employees, mostly into sales, doing door-to-door sales. Then there is back-end knock call centers, so it makes it fairly complex operations. And in this 2.5, 3 years, we have scaled it up to 3 lakh users, which is fairly substantial in this space. Fundamentally, if you see, the industry in itself, the wireline broadband industry, of which we are a part, is highly capex intensive industry. So you need to basically dig streets, lay fibers, and traditionally telcos have been doing it. And as far as IT infrastructure goes, also traditionally telcos which have been doing this business have been building this infrastructure themselves, having their own NOCs, having their own data centers. It's very, very complex that way. And therein, Excitel comes with a difference. We are a highly capex light company. We invest money in operations, and that's where we want to have our specific forte in, investing in operations and not investing money in capex. We try to leverage existing players having IT infrastructure and using their infrastructure rather than laying our own. So that's where STT GDC India came into the picture. They had the whereabouts, they had the know-how, and they had the scale to work with us. And also they showed interest in scaling fast as we were. Excitel, basically, as I said, is a wireline broadband player, and for a broadband player, the heart of the network is the NOC, Network Operating Center. That's wherein all the data comes in, that's where we run all our simulations, that's how all the pairings and all the content comes in, we mix it together and give it to our users. What we did was, we looked at STT GDC India, and we basically, there is a place called VSB, where we have shifted our NOC to that premises of STT GDC India and brought all our fiber connectivities to that specific point. And that's where our heart of the network is. That's from where Excitel as a company runs its NOC, runs its heart. How did it help us? It helped us immensely in the sense that had we done it ourselves, it would have taken us huge resources to build the infrastructure, to have the property first, then to convert it into a data center means immense amount of time, money and resources. Here we got a place which STT GDC India had already built. They had all the world-class infrastructure, they had power backups, they had security, they have all the telcos present there. And therefore, all this we have outsourced to STT GDC India. And they have been exemplary in the way we wanted to scale our operations. They have been there, they have been backing us up, and all we have to do is to give this part of business, all this part of operations to them to run it for us. STT GDC India is one of the few Tier 4 data centers that are present in the country, and they have in them to scale up the operations according to our demands, and they were up to it. They always come up with solutions whenever we have issues or our scale demands something or our growth demands something from them. And the fact that they are quite responsive to our needs makes STT GDC India and Excitel as a win-win combination which can take over the market. And while we focus on what we're good at, they focus on what they are good at, and together it's a winning combination.